And here we go, another day for the Cleveland Browns OTA practices open to the media, which means news, notes, highlights, observations from today's practice. Get ready, today's going to be a really loaded day with a bunch of news and notes, so I got you guys covered. However, I do want to tell you right now, we're going to drop two videos today. One's going to be the overall team, which is going to be this one. But in a couple of hours, maybe like an hour from now, maybe even shorter than that, we're going to drop a video just on Shedeur Sanders. So if you want that video, comment down below part 2, hit the like button, join the family, and go follow all the Cleveland Brown media members on X or Twitter because they post these highlights right when they happen in real time. So go give them a follow, and let's dive into today's video. So right now, we're in the early portion of practice, which means you see a lot of individual team warm-up and all of that, right? In a second, we'll see some quarterbacks throwing to, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends individually. And then later on in practice, we're going to start to see a little bit more of 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s, which I think Shedeur Sanders today should be seeing a lot of that work, which should be very entertaining. So get ready for that, guys. Lock in. So here we go. Right away, we see Shedeur Sanders and Kenny Pickett up. You see Dillon Gabriel and Joe Flacco in the back. All we're doing right here is, like I just said, working individual running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers. Right here is Dylan Sampson. So you see Shedeur Sanders throwing to that young rookie running back in Dylan Sampson. Oh, the flat, seeing if we can get him to turn up the field. Again, all we're doing is warming up. This is just warm-up period, but definitely something that you love to see. Want to see that tight spiral. Want to see the fork in the pocket, right? That's all you want to see on these. And right here, you get a good rep here from Shedeur and the rookie Dylan Sampson. Here we go, some more reps for the quarterbacks on the left side. First one was Dillon Gabriel. Second one up here is going to be Shedeur Sanders. And all we're doing right here, working on the RPO game. Boom, we want to either keep it or let it go. All we're trying to do is really fake out this defense, right? Work on technique, work on the intangibles, the small things. And when we're going through this handoff, we want to sell to those linebackers that we're keeping the ball, right? So we want to fake it. We want to go the other way anyway. And again, it's just working on the small things here early on in practice. But man, just in a couple of minutes from now, we're probably like 30 minutes from this point, we're going to start seeing those 11-on-11s, and I cannot wait to break those down. Now, early this morning, we did hear some news surrounding the Cleveland Browns in this quarterback room. One of the reporters came out and said there's a little whisper going around this locker room right now, and according to the media over here in Cleveland, there is a chance, and there is a lot of belief, okay, keyword belief, that Shedeur Sanders could actually be the starting quarterback on day one this season. Now, I don't know how possible that is, and to me, I've covered this already a ton. I believe that from what the highlights that they've showed us, which again, they are in favor of Shedeur because of how big he is as a human, a player, they've showed us a lot of Shedeur Sanders, and from what we've seen, he looks like a really damn good quarterback. Okay, we can't lie. So we'll see how today goes, how this 11-11 team period goes. Should be a very, very exciting day for Shedeur Sanders and all these quarterbacks. All right, some more quarterback play here. Dillon Gabriel dropping back again, finding running backs in the flat. That time he's going with Quinshawn Junkinson. Today's practice was very similar, where you saw Shedeur Sanders get that fourth string type of work, but I wouldn't take that too seriously, guys. It is still early in OTAs. They've got a lot of work to do, man. All these guys, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. There's a lot of competition to be had, and we're just in the beginning stages of that competition. So again, this is the most exciting time of the year. It really is, especially if you're a fan of the Cleveland Browns. Let's go. Right here we got to see a little bit of wide receiver work. Jerry Jeudy and some of these other guys going through contested catches. You see a bunch of guys here, including DeAndre Carter, Jerry Jeudy, Jamari Thrash. You see 37, which is Luke Floria. You see McDonald. See some other guys here as well, just going through, walking, contested catches. I don't think I saw Cedric Tillman in that drill, but here we go. Other side again, behind the back a little bit. Good adjustment. Nice little wide receiver drill here, working on hands. Not a bad job. Now, real quickly, before we get any further into this video, guys, and before we break down even more Shedeur Sanders in this offense, do me a favor, hit that like button if you want more of these Cleveland Brown updates throughout the entirety of this year's offseason. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And you might be asking, well, what are we going to be covering, right? Not only are we going to break down the rest of OTAs, which is this week, we're also going to be covering mandatory minicamp all of next week, right? And then from there, they're going to take about a month off from practices and then get into training camp. From there, the season's pretty much here. We're basically locked and loaded, but the coverage doesn't end there. Preseason football, we're going to be breaking down all 22 coaches' film of Shedeur Sanders and anyone else on the football team. And then regular season, same thing, breaking down a bunch of film. Make sure you guys are joining the family if you haven't already done so. Let's lock back into today's practice. All right, back to some more quarterback play here. Shedeur Sanders, Dillon Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett. And right here, we see the two rookies step up together. Again, going to be a competition all year, man, all offseason. As you drop back, quick throws over the middle. Just working on accuracy, anticipation right here. Again, all we're doing is just, it's against air. We just need the ball to be on target. We need to anticipate where they're going to be, and we need to have a tight spiral in this thing. So great rep here by both. You see 31, Cade McDonald going with Shedeur Sanders. They're going to flip sides here, go opposite. And now you see again, nice little stop route there by Hal Fannin, the rookie, who we saw connect with Shedeur Sanders in yesterday's practice from what the Browns dropped. But again, they're just warming up, man. It's about to be here. Those 11-on-11 periods. And again, next video, we will be covering that. So stay tuned. And if you haven't seen the next video yet, by the time you're watching it, it may be already out. So go check it out. All right, also working on a little bit of scramble drill, stepping up in the pocket, getting outside the pocket, and then throwing on the run right there finds Troy Hairston. Again, really good footwork here by Shedeur Sanders. Now, one thing that's really floating around this Cleveland Browns organization, at least with the media, is there is a, host of ESPN Cleveland. Aaron Goldhammer, I believe his name is. You guys might be familiar with his work. But he actually came out and said that Kenny Pickett has been one of the worst quarterbacks in this QB room thus far during these OTA practices, which is actually really good news if you want Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, or Joe Flacco to be the starter come day one. Here's a little scramble drill from Dillon Gabriel trying to find Jerry Jeudy. Once again, is able to complete it. No defense at all. Going through the little things, intangibles, chemistry building, team rapport. Again, very simple, little things until 11-on-11 start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 11-on-11s are about to start. In the next video I drop, should be in the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes from now, we're going to have a part 2 breaking down 11-on-11 film. We might even have 3 parts. So if you want more parts, comment down below part 2 in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new for more of these updates throughout the entirety of the offseason. We got you guys covered. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in probably 20-30 minutes for the next part. Literally just going to be part 2. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.